All right, we are live out here, Buchholz Park here, the host site here for this regional final action here, boys baseball here, Stevens Point Area Senior High SPASH, playing host to Eau Claire Memorial, the Old Abes here on Zaleski Sports, having our pregame coaching, umpiring crew collaboration here. Today's pregame is brought to you in part by Auto Select. They're Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go here. So playoff baseball regional final action here today on Zaleski Sports. A pretty nice day for some regional final action ball here at Leo Cub Manchesky Field, Buchholz Park. Eau Claire Memorial High School, SPASH, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Respect of all in attendance, your cooperation, and demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship. All right, we are just moments away here. First pitch again today is pregame brought to you in part by Auto Select. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So Nolan Sweeney will lead it off. Number 1 playing second. Caden Krushke will hit second. He'll be in right field. Ian Bauer will hit third at short. Mason McCarthy will hit cleanup. He'll be the DH. Ryan Reisman will hit fifth. He'll pitch today. Center fielder Ben Strayer will hit in the 6th spot. Aaron Gunlock will hit 7th. He'll be in left field. Abbott Jepson will be at first. He'll hit 8th. And then Aaron Smith will do the catching here and hit 9th. Kyle Kaufman, the head coach here of the Old Abes here of Eau Claire Memorial. We'll get our starting lineups for SPASH. Stevens Point Area Senior High, the Panthers. Kason Sager will hit leadoff in center field. Braden Marshke will hit second. He'll be in right field. Calvin Roth will hit third. He'll be at short. Jonathan Trelka will hit fourth. He'll do the DHing here today. Karsten Simonson defensively. He'll be at second base. Braden Jankowski will hit fifth. He'll play third. Gavin Thiel out on the hill. He'll hit sixth today. Grant Yankee will hit seventh out in left field. Darren Grabsky will play first base. He'll hit eighth and wear number 8. And Noah Shakurit will hit in the 9 spot. He'll do the catching here today. Before the game begins, we ask that you please stand, if you are able, and remove your flag as we honor America, those who have fought and those who continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. All right, we are back. Going to send it over to Ryan Rasmussen on our production here. Brandon Marencott on the call. We'll be underway here again. Zaleski Sports, today's game brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back again. Today's pregame brought to you in part from our friends over from Doug Niskoviak and friends from Auto Select. They are Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services. They have locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you are good to go here. So a trip to sectionals on the line here. The winner of this one will advance to the sectional semifinal. That'll be next Tuesday. SPASH or Eau Claire Memorial would face the winner of Menominee and Chippewa Falls. That one going on. That would be over at Chippewa Falls. That's a 1 o'clock start. And then the sectional championship then would be at 4 o'clock on that same day here. So a regional final action here. Very pretty good crowd descending upon Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. Leo Cub Manchesky Field to be exact. A pretty beautiful day in my humble opinion. Ryan says winds blowing out of the south to southwest about 11 miles an hour roughly here. And 325 down the line here, 375 straightaway center. Nolan Sweeney here will lead things off. Number one, the second baseman, a 258 hitter, at least by my stats through Game Changer here. And Gavin Thiel's first pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 now to Sweeney. So you've got Nolan Sweeney, Caden Kruschke, and Ian Bauer, the top three hitters here for the Old Abe's Eau Claire Memorial. The 0-1 pitch, that one's going to miss down, and it goes to 1-1 now. So Zaleski Sports very thankful to all of our game day sponsors bringing you this regional final action here. The 1-1 pitch, that one is outside now, and it's 2-1 to Nolan Sweeney, the second baseman here. Again, a trip to sectionals on the line here in this regional final action. Thiel working out of the stretch here, the 2-1 pitch. And that one's going to miss inside now, and it's 3-1. So Gavin Thiel, who's been our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game throughout the course of the regular season. 3-1 pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike, and Sweeney thought maybe that was ball four. It's going to be full count now, 3-2. Exactly 5 o'clock on the hair. 3-2 pitch from Gavin Thiel. And that one's going to miss down, and it's going to generate a leadoff walk here for Nolan Sweeney. That'll bring up the right fielder, Caden Kruschke, number 9 here for the Old Abes. A 232 hitter on the season here with Sweeney down at first. Thiel working out of the stretch. Noah Shakurit, his battery mate at catcher here. Thiel, Sweeney with a moderate lead here, showing bunt. That's going to push the count here now to 1-0 to Kruschke. Ian Bauer, the on-deck hitter, a 387 hitter for the Old Abes. Thiel comes set, the 1-0 pitch. Bunt shown, that one bunted back, goes foul now, and it's 1-1. Of course, the SPASH girls softball, that one going on as well. I believe Mike Wendland on the call for that one. So it's 1-1 now to Kruschke. Thiel's 1-1 pitch. He'll check back on Sweeney there at first. Grabsky, The senior first baseman there applying the tag on Sweeney. So it's 1-1. Nobody out here, top half of inning number 1. Thiel's 1-1 pitch. Sweeney on the move. There's going to be a throw down to second. Shikurit's throw. And that is going to be in time. So a good throw there for Shikurit to get Sweeney on the base path. So a good throw there by Shikurit for the first out here. So, and it's 1-2 to boot here. So 1 out. The 1-2 pitch here to Kruschke, the hitter. Thiel's 1-2 pitch. That one drifted out of play. That's going to go foul into the stands here, so we'll do it all again. Today's game brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Stevens Point Brewery, Lier's Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. So the 1-2 pitch here from Thiel to Kruschke. On a swing and a miss, and that is going to be the first Serpro strikeout here tonight for Gavin Thiel. You can call Serpro for the #1 choice and cleanup and restoration Serpro like it never ever happened. So 2 away now for Ian Bauer, the shortstop here, the #3 hitter, hitting .387 on the season here for the Old Abes, the left-handed hitting Ian Bauer. Thiel will work from the stretch here. The pitch to Bauer, that one misses up high, and it's 1-0. Mason McCarthy, the on-deck hitter, the #4 hitter there for the Old Abes, a .317 hitter on the season. Thiel working here, 1-0. Off speed, that one's going to miss. 2-0 now to Bauer. So Thiel's 2-0 pitch from the stretch to Bauer. And that one catches the outer half now, and it's 2-1. So good pitch there to come back. Things here at 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch, that one a swing and a miss, and Thiel now evens up the count at 2-2. Thiel working out of the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. That one's outside now, and it's full. So Gavin Thiel with a walk and a Serpro strikeout here. And Noah Shikurit throwing out Nolan Sweeney on the base paths, caught stealing, trying to get second, so 2 away here. The 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be just down low, and it's be a 2-out walk now. So Ian Bauer aboard a 2-out walk here. That'll bring up the designated hitter in Mason McCarthy. With Ryan Reisman, the on-deck hitter for the Old Abes here of Eau Claire Memorial. Thiel comes set out of the stretch here. The pitch to McCarthy is hit out to Sager in center. He'll take a few steps back, and he'll make the play to retire Mason McCarthy for the third and final out here. So no runs, no hits, no errors. A runner left here. We'll move to the bottom half of inning #1. You're listening to and watching high school regional final baseball action here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, we are back here. So Ryan Reisman, the right-hander, number 5 here for the Old Abes of Eau Claire Memorial, the start here. And Stevens Point, they'll have Kason Sager, Braden Marshke, Kelvin Roth, followed by Jonathan Trelka, Braden Jankowski, Gavin Thiel, Grant Yankee, Darren Grabsky, and Noah Shakurit. Your hitting order here as of this moment for the Panthers here. 23-4 on their 2026 campaign here. Again, as we mentioned tonight in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, a trip to sectionals on the line here tonight, as the winner of this one will go over to Chippewa Falls in the sectional semifinal. That one, a 1 o'clock game to face the winner of Chippewa Falls and Menominee. So Stevens Point, the number 3 seed, Eau Claire Memorial, the number 11 seed. Menominee, the 7 seed, and Chippewa Falls, the number 2 seed here. So Kason Sager to lead things off here for the Panthers. And the SPASH dugout getting into it here as they willing their team here. And Kason Sager to lead things off here. Reisman working out of the wind up the pitch. That one will miss outside, and it's 1-0 now to Sager. Kason, a senior. Reisman from the windup, the 1-0 pitch. That one outside down, it's 2-0 to Kason. Braden Marshke awaiting on deck here for the Panthers. Reisman's 2-0 pitch. Fastball is going to be in there for a strike. Taken there is Sager, and it's 2-1. We're in the bottom half of inning number 1, all scoreless on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. The 2-1 pitch. That one outside now, and it's a hitter's count coming up for Kason Sager. The 3-1 pitch to Sager. And that's going to be ball 4, so Sager with a leadoff walk. And then he'll bring up the right fielder here in Braden Marshke.
Right fielder, number 6, Braden Marshke.
There's a live look in there at Sager down at first there. Ryan Rasmussen on our production here. First baseman there for Eau Claire Memorial. Abbott Jepson defensively for the Old Abes, working out of the stretch. The pitch, that one's going to miss outside, and it's 1-0 now to Marshke. Kelvin Roth on deck here for the Panthers. Reisman, the right-hander, working here with nobody out here, working out of the stretch. The pitch, breaking ball, that one. And that's going to get Sager down to second, so may have been a crosswire there as that one momentarily was not able to secure that one. So 2-0 now to Marshke, with Sager down at second for the Panthers here, bottom half of inning number 1 here. Reisman's 2-0 pitch. That one outside, it's 3-0. So Braden, in all likelihood, thinking take all the way here in this 3-0 pitch from Reisman. And that's going to be the second walk given up here from Ryan Reisman. So Braden Marshke aboard now. A couple runners aboard for the Panthers, nobody out, and shortstop Calvin Roth. Give thanks today to Simplicity Credit Union. They bring home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. You can check them out at simplicity.coop today. Again, that is Simplicity Credit Union. And Reisman to have a few words with his battery mate there, and Aaron Smith, the catcher here for Eau Claire Memorial. Maybe just to kind of shake some nerves off, perhaps. Or just kind of do a full reset here. So nobody out here with Sager down at second. Marshke down at first. Sager with a lead Off speed, that's going to miss, and it's going to go 1-0 now to Roth. Calvin will be playing college baseball next year. The senior just graduated here. Heading over to Minneapolis or Minnesota area. So it's 2-0 now, is Calvin. So it's 2-0 now to Roth. Reisman from the stretch, the pitch. That one drilled out into left field. That's going to be a base hit. That is going to get a run across. And Roth with an RBI base hit as Sager will come across to score the first run of the game. Marschke down to second. So an RBI single there for Roth. Still nobody out here, and you've got a pair of runners on with Marschke down at second and Roth down at first. Jonathan Trelka here, the number 4 hitter, doing the DHing here today for the Panthers. So SPASH with that early lead here on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. Reisman's pitch, that one is going to miss outside, and it's 1-0 now to Trelka. Reisman working out of the stretch here. The 1-0 offering to Trelka. JT, the pitch. That one misses down low. Runner on the move, throw down, and it is not going to. Oh, it is going to be an. All right. So they're going to get Marschke out on the base paths there. So pretty good throw there to get the right positioning too there with Marschke. So you've got one out. You've got Roth down at first here. And a 2-0 count here to JT or Jonathan Trelka. Reisman about a 3.43 ERA in the season for Eau Claire. That one fastball catches the corner, and it's 2-1 now to Trelka. Roth with a lead down at first. Reisman will check back. Reisman's 2-1 pitch comes set here. The pitch to Trelka. That one hit over to short, playable. They'll flip it to second. They'll try for 2, and they're not going to get the double play, so a fielder's choice. So a 6-4 fielder's choice. 2 away now for Braden Jankowski with Trelka down at first. 2 outs here. Bottom half of inning number 1. SPASH out front here, 1-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. Reisman keeping a close watchful eye on Trelka there. That ball hit pretty well. That ball's got some carry to it. Going back, and making the play right at the warning track. I tell you what, he hit that one on the screws. Good way to track that down. So Jankowski showing off that power. And at the end of 1 inning complete here, it's 1-0 on Zaleski Sports here today, brought to you in part from our friends over at the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Looking for the ultimate hometown diner experience? Step into Rock and Roll Cafe, where the food is hot, the music rocks, and breakfast is served all day. From fluffy pancakes and loaded omelets to juicy burgers and Friday fish fry favorites, there's something for everyone. With a fun 1950s vibe and friendly service that keeps locals coming back, it's more than a meal, it's a tradition. Dine in or order takeout today at rockandroll.cafe. Rock and Roll Cafe. Good food, good vibes, every time.
So, after a couple of years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
All right, we are back here. Eau Claire Memorial sending up 5, 6, and 7 here. Reisman, Strayer, and Gundlach due up here for the Old Abes here. Gavin Thiel will get the hill here for the second. I want to give thanks today to the Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. A breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch and only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Check them out for sure. I know I have a few times. Infamous Monte Cristo sandwich, certainly worth its weight in gold here. So Ryan Reisman, the number 5 hitter, the 327 hitter here for Eau Claire. Thiel comes set here from the stretch, the pitch. That one will miss, and it's 1-0. Thiel's 1-0 pitch. That one misses down. It is 2-0 now to Reisman. That one gonna miss now, so it is 3-0 to Reisman. And a 4-pitch walk, so Reisman aboard for the Old Abes here. And number 19, the number 6 hitter, will get a courtesy runner. Ethan Palachek will do the courtesy runner, number 12 for the Old Abes here. And Ben Strayer, a 291 hitter on the season here, with nobody out, and Palachek down at first. We're in the top half of inning number 2 here. Spash out front here. Early goings here, 1-0. Thiel comes set here out of the stretch, the pitch. That one skips down though, and it's 1-0 now to Strayer. So we'll get a mound visit here for Spash here. I want to give thanks to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Save up to $260 on a select set of 4 installed Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card during the Memorial Day event through May 29th at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Details at SherrillTire.com. That's one of our many game day sponsors here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group. This regional final action here, this 4th day of June. School pretty much out for just about everybody, I believe, at this point. And if not, tomorrow, I believe, maybe the last day, I have to think. So Thiel going to work out of the stretch here with nobody out here. Ben Strayer, the hitter. And a 1-0 pitch coming up to Strayer. That one catches, and it's 1-1 to Strayer. Aaron Gundlach, the on-deck hitter here for Eau Claire Memorial. Thiel comes set, working 1-1. He'll check back on Palachek over there. Gavin's 1-1 pitch, bunt shown, bunt laid down. That's going to roll foul, so it will move the count now to 1-2 to Strayer. Jankowski giving chase to that one at third. He nearly hit one out of here. That ball hit probably, I'm going to say, about 322, maybe 323. Good play there defensively to track that one down. That one hit every bit of the warning track here. So the 1-2 pitch. That one fouled back, so Strayer staying alive here, 1-2. Thiel's 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Strayer for out number 1. That is the second Serb-Pro strikeout here today for Gavin Thiel.
Left fielder, number 2, Aaron Gunlock.
So that'll bring up Aaron Gunlock now. The number 7 hitter, the left fielder, hits at a 244 clip for Eau Claire. Thiel working with a pretty good lead there from Palachek at first. He'll check back, and Palachek able to get back in. Grabski applying the tag. Pretty sizable lead there, and Thiel checking back on that. Good decision there. Thiel working here from the stretch of the pitch. That one hit back over to Jankowski, and they're going to double off. So Jankowski flashing the glove, and the double play to line things out here, and Eau Claire Memorial retired in their half of inning number 2. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 2. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today. Regional final action on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff-Favor Real Estate Group.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
All right, we are back here. The good play defensively there. Jankowski, the line out, had the wherewithal to snap it back down to first and get the double play to get Palachek for the third out here. So SPASH will have 6, 7, and 8 due up here. Gavin Thiel, Grant Yankee, and Darren Grabski for the Panthers. And Ryan Reisman out to work his second inning here for the Old Abes. He'll work out of the windup here. The pitch to Thiel. That one lifted out to center field. First pitch. And play will be made there in center field. As that is Ben Strayer to retire Thiel for the first out.
Left fielder, number 7, Grant Yankee.
That'll bring up left fielder Grant Yankee now. With one away here, we're in the bottom half of inning number 2. 1-0 showing on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Reisman working to Yankee. That one's outside. It's 1-0. From Reisman to Yankee. Off speed. That one's going to miss upstairs. It's now 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Reisman to Yankee, that's outside. It's 3-0. Reisman working out of the windup here. The 3-0 offering taking all the way. That one in there. Catches the outer half now. And it's a hitter's count, 3-1 to Yankee. Yankee hits that one out. That's going to be trouble. That's going to get down for a base hit for Yankee. So a 1-out single for Grant Yankee. See ball, hit ball. So Yankee with a 1-out single here. That'll bring up the first baseman now here, senior Darren Grabski. Noah Shakurit on deck here for the Panthers. One out with Yankee down at first. In this regional final action here on this Thursday. Reisman working from the stretch here. And Grabsky's going to get that one out. That's going to be a one-out single here for Grabsky. So Darren, a couple base hits in a row here to get Yankee down to second and Grabsky down to first. And that'll bring up the catcher here, number 29, Noah Shakurit. So Yankee SPASH now with another runner in scoring position here with just the one out here, bottom half of inning number 2. Shakurit with Reisman out of the stretch here for the Old Abes. Yankee will lead at second. That one will miss down now, and it's 1-0 to Shakurit. The number 9 hitter here for Stevens Point Area Senior High, SPASH. So affectionately known as SPASH. Reisman comes set here, the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to miss down low. 2-0 now. Reisman 2-0 pitch here from the stretch. Yankee with a pretty decent lead down at second. That ball, foul, good play there defensively by coach. That's how you do it. No glove and all. No glove needed, coach says here. But it's 2-1 now to Shakurit. So the 2-1 pitch here from Reisman to Shakurit. That ball drilled out. That's going to get down. That's going to be a base hit. Should play to run here. And Yankee going to come across to score the second run. And an RBI for Shakurit. As Yankee comes in to score the second run. And Grabsky going to get over to third. So the third hit here in this inning here for. So that'll bring up Kason Sager, who walked, stole a base, and scored a run back in the first. Scored the first run. Braden Drossel, the pinch or courtesy runner down at first. You've got runners at the corner with one away now, and Sager again walked in his first plate appearance. That ball hit out of play. That goes foul, and it's 0-1 now to Sager. SPASH now owning a 2-0 lead on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Reisman getting the signs from Smith here, the 0-1 pitch. That one down, that's going to get away, and that has a chance to score the third run, and it does. And Aaron Grabsky heads up base running here, all fired up here. He'll score on that one. So suddenly now SPASH with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. It's live looking at the SPASH dugout there. And Drossel will get down to second there. In courtesy running here for SPASH. Sager with a 1-1 count. I want to give thanks today to Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust only at Infinity Exteriors here. So Drossel down at second here, one out. It's 1-1 to Sager. SPASH couple runs in their half of inning number 2. Reisman coming set here, the 1-1 pitch. Off speed, that's outside. It's 2-1. Reisman's 2-1 pitch. Drossel with a pretty good lead down at second. That one gets away, and that's going to get Drossel down to third now. So another runner just 90 feet away here. And it's a 3-1 count here for Sager. And we'll get a mound visit here. We'll keep things right here unless there is a change. I want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors today. SOS Security, keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security. Again, that is SOS Security. So Reisman will stay in the game here. Just maybe a few words from his coach on that mound visit here for the Old Abes, as you'll have 3-1 to Sager with Drossel down at third. Spash with 3 runs on the board here thus far. Bottom half of inning number 2 here. Ryan Rasmussen on our production. Brandon Barron cut on the call of this one here. Reisman working here, the 3-1 pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. So Sager going to have his second walk of the afternoon. So now you'll have runners at the corner with just the 1 out, and Braden Marschke, who walked back in the first. The pitch, that one throw down to second, nobody there. It's going to go to 0-1 now to Marschke. Sensing maybe they were going to have Sager possibly. It's going to be 0-1 now to Marschke. Again, walked in his first plate appearance. Reisman's 0-1 pitch from the stretch. The pitch. That one hit on the ground. That knocked down by Reisman. And he will not have a play, so that's going to load things up here. So Marschke, tell you what, that ball hit pretty hard. Reisman instinctively trying to knock that one down. We'll see if they score that. That will be a hit. So that brings up Calvin Roth, who's 1 for 1 here. RBI singled back in the first here. You've got bases loaded with Drossel down at third, Sager down at second, and Marschke down at first. Reisman working from the stretch. The pitch, that one lifted up by Roth. That's going to should get the run across here, and tagging up and scoring the 4th run is Drossel. So a sac fly there. That'll be the second out. It'll bring up Jonathan Trelka, who hit into that 6'4" fielder's choice back in the first here. You've got runners at first and second, 2 away here. Spash now with 3 runs on the board in this half inning. That one's outside, and it's 1-0 now to JT. Spash with 4 hits in this inning, 5 in the game here thus far, the 4 runs. With Sager down at second and Marschke over at first here. That one is going to miss, and it is 2-0 now to Trelka. Reisman's 2-0 pitch to Trelka. That one's down, and they're going to have 3-0 now to Trelka. So Reisman's 3-0 pitch. Trelka taken all the way, and that's going to be ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk there to get Trelka aboard here, and that's going to load things up now for Braden Jankowski, who narrowly missed that bomb back in the first. Hit that one about 323, we'll say. Ryan he'll agree with that, I think. The tip of the warning track here. That one fouled by Jankowski now, and it's 0-1. So Gavin Thiel on deck, who led this half inning off here. So SPASH effectively batting through their order here. Bases loaded, 0-1 here with 2 away, and bases full of Panthers now. The 0-1 pitch. Hits that one over to second, playable, and play is going to be made to get Jankowski for the third and final out. But SPASH will come up with 3 runs on the 4 hits. They'll leave the bases loaded here. We are through 2 innings. SPASH out front here, 4-0. You're listening to and watching high school baseball action here, regional final action here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends at the Hoff-Favor Real Estate Group.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks today to Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So we move to the third inning here. 8, 9, and 1 due up here for Eau Claire Memorial. Abbott Jepson, followed by Aaron Smith, and then back to the top of the order. Gavin Thiel out to work his third inning here. Of course, I had a chance to interview Gavin a couple times. I haven't done a lot of SPASH games this year for Zaleski, but I know at least 2 of the times I did. He was our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game. So Abbott Jepson, the first baseman here, to lead things off here. Top half of inning number 3. Stevens Point out front here. 4-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard, as you can see right there from our producer extraordinaire, Ryan Rasmussen. Thiel's pitch, that one is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 now to Jepson. That ball hit over to Jankowski, able to knock it down. Roth, and Roth going to get the out at first, and Calvin Roth. That is how you play shortstop right there. Jankowski knocks it down, and Roth finishes it off there to complete the 6-3 to get Jepson by an eyelash. 1 out now here for the catcher and Aaron Smith. Thiel working out of the stretch, the pitch. Rankin ball, that one inside. It's 1-0. So good teamwork there as Jankowski able to knock that one down. That one hit out to Sager in center. He'll take 1 or 2 steps back, and he'll make the play there for the second out. A quick 2 outs here. And back to the top of the order now for Nolan Sweeney, who walked in his first plate appearance back in inning number 1 here. His second trip to the dish here for the Old Abes. Thiel with 2 quick outs here. Working out of the stretch, the pitch. That one misses. It's 1-0 now to Sweeney. And that one in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1 now to Sweeney. That one misses now, and it is 2-1 to Sweeney. Thiel's 2-1 pitch. That one's going to miss inside, but Sweeney able to duck out of there. So it's 3-1 now. Thiel working 3-1 to Sweeney. Pumps it in there now, and it's full count. So 3-2 with 2 away, nobody on. Thiel working here to try to close out this half inning. That one hit. That one's going to get out of play. That's going to go foul. Just over the infamous Buchholz Park tree here. Tree has withstood the test of time here. It's been the victim of a number of baseballs throughout the course of the years. Still standing tall, though. That one's going to miss, and it's going to get Sweeney down to first with a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Caden Kruschke, the right fielder who struck out back in the first here. So for 1 here today with 2 away. The number 2 hitter here for Eau Claire Memorial. So Ryan tells me the other game here between Chippewa Falls and Menominee, that one in the top of the third. That one's scoreless between Menominee and Chippewa Falls. So thank you, Ryan. That one misses outside. It's 1-0 now to Kruschke. Thiel's 1-0 pitch. That one fouled. Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah, it was fouled. That's what it looked like anyway. So 1-1 it goes now to Kruschke. Sweeney, the runner down at first for Eau Claire Memorial. Spash with 4 runs on the 5 hits here thus far. Thiel working here on Kruschke 1-1. And that one in there for a called strike. It's 1-2 now. Thiel's 1-2 pitch to Kruschke. And that one down on strikes, and that is the 3rd Serb-Pro strikeout here today for Gavin Thiel. So no runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 3. Spash out front here 4-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today. Regional final action on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
All right, we are back. Bottom 3 coming up here. Spash will send up 6, 7, and 8 in the form of Gavin Thiel, Grant Yankee, and Darren Grapsky. I want to give thanks today to Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road in Plover. So Gavin Thiel 0 for 1 here today. Flew out to center field back in the 2nd. And Ryan Reisman working out of the windup for his 3rd. That one will miss, and it's 1-0 now to Thiel. These 2 teams last played back in April, right out here at Buchholz Park. Spash victorious in that one, 15-4 that one was. That one misses upstairs, and it's 2-0 now to Thiel. That one fouled back. So it is now 2-1. We're in the bottom of the third here. Reisman, 2-1 pitch. Inside, it's 3-1 now to Thiel. The 3-1 offering and a swing and a miss, so it's 3-2 now. Reisman, those 5 hits, 4 runs here thus far. Still a lot of ball left though, so it's 3-2 now to Thiel. 3-2 pitch. And that ball hit pretty well, and that one is going to be caught. Good play out in left field there, coming over to make the play. As that was Aaron Gunlock coming over to make the sliding catch there, so 1 away. So you got 1 away now for Grant Yankee, who singled and scored a run back in the second here, so 1 for 1 here today. With 1 out, Reisman's pitch to Yankee showing bunt, and it's going to be 0-1 now to Yankee. Reisman working out of the windup here. The 0-1 pitch to Yankee. That one is downstairs, and it's 1-1 now. One's wild on the scoreboard here, 1-1 with 1 out. That ball drilled over to second. Gobbling it up there, and the 4-3 ground out to get Yankee for out number 2. As that's Nolan Sweeney there to make the play. I'll bring up Darren Grapsky, who's 1 for 1 here today. Had a single and a run scored back here in the second. Hitting with 2 away. That one in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 now to Grapsky. Reisman's 0-1 pitch. That one fouled back now, and it's 0-2 to Grapsky. Noah Shakurat, the on-deck hitter for SPASH. The 0-2 pitch. And Grapsky down on strikes for the third and final out. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Eau Claire Memorial. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 3 innings are complete here. We'll move to the top half of inning number 4. SPASH out front here, 4-0 on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, we are back. There's Ryan live looking here at the Eau Claire Memorial fans, faithful here. Again, as we mentioned, pretty good crowd here, as you would expect on regional final action here today on this pretty warm Thursday here in early June. So Ian Bauer will lead things off here. So 3, 4, and 5 due up here. Ian Bauer walked in his first plate appearance back in the first. We are in the top half of inning number 4 here already here on Zaleski Sports. There, another live look in there. Ryan, our production person here, Although he's more of a production extraordinaire. He's more than just a production person. He is a production extraordinaire, a recent UW-Stevens Point graduate, in fact. So it's 0-1 now to Bauer. Thiel's 0-1 pitch. That one misses now, and it's 1-1. And Bauer about a 387 hitter on the season for the old Abe. So Thiel comes set here, the 1-1. That ball hit pretty well out into left field, and making the play out in left field for the first out is Yankee. Able to track that one down. So one away for the designated hitter, Mason McCarthy, who's 0 for 1 here today. He flew out to center field back in the first here. So Thiel's pitch, that one just misses, and it's 1-0 now. So Yankee covering some ground out there to track that one down. Thiel working here, the 1-0 pitch to McCarthy. That one misses down, and Shakura doing a nice job to keep that one in front. So Gavin with 3 strikeouts here today. 3 Serve Pro strikeouts, in fact. Our strikeout sponsor, if you will. And that one in there for called strike now, and it's 2-1 to the cleanup hitter and McCarthy. The 2-1 pitch. That one misses outside and low, and it's 3-1. Three-1 offering from Thiel. That one, look out, fence, 3-2. So 3-2 here, one away. We are in the top half of inning number 4 here. And updated score here, Menominee now up in front, 1-0. That one in the bottom of the third, nobody out. So, and as we mentioned here in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, the winner of this one would head off to sectionals between the winner of that one, Menominee and Chippewa Falls, and McCarthy aboard with a 1-out walk. And then I'll bring up the pitcher here, Ryan Reisman, who walked in the second. His second trip here to the plate for Clare Memorial. Thiel working out of the stretch here. That one going to get down for a base hit. And a 1-out single for Reisman. And we'll get a courtesy runner there for Reisman. Palachik will run again here, the Ethan Palachik, in fact. So Palachik down at first, McCarthy down at second.
Center fielder, Ben Strayer.
Palachik. So Palachik, the runner, down at first. Ben Strayer, the hitter, 0 for 1 here today, struck out in the second. Thiel working to pitch to Strayer. A swing and a miss, and it is 0-1 now to Ben Strayer. McCarthy with a lead at second, Palachik with a lead down at first. They'll check back, and Palachik there. The 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. It's quickly now 0-2 to Strayer. Thiel 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that's the 4th strikeout here today for Gavin Thiel. So you've got 2 down now for Aaron Gunlock, who lined to third and then ultimately resulted in that double play as hit that one over to Jankowski. Jankowski completing the double play, throwing back to first to end that half of inning number 2 here. So 2 away now with McCarthy at second. Palachuk down at first. The pitch, that one outside. It's 1-0 to Gunlock. Thiel's 1-0 pitch. That one just outside now. It's 2-0 to Gunlock. So the 2-0 pitch now to Gunlock. That one in there for a called strike now, and it's 2-1. So Thiel working out of the stretch here, 2-1 with 2 outs, couple runners on in the form of McCarthy at second. Palachuk down at first. The 2-1 pitch. Chopped over to second. Simonson will range over to make the play and get Gunlock for the 4-3 ground out to end that half. So we'll move to the bottom half of inning number 4. Still 4-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. You're listening to and watching high school regional baseball action here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. All
right, we are back here. We are in the bottom of the 4th here. Noah Shakurit will lead things off here. So 9-1-2. Noah had an RBI single and a run scored back in the second here. So 1 for 1 here. Reisman out to work the 4th here for the Old Abes. Working from the windup, the pitch, that one drilled down. That's going to go foul. So it's 0-1 now to Shakurit. Not a whole lot of wind here, Ryan, I guess. You had mentioned about 11 miles an hour in the south to southwest when this game kicked off just a mere 60 minutes ago or so here. So now it is 0-2 to Shakurit. Reisman's 0-2 pitch. Battling off that one, the 0-2 pitch now. So we'll do it again here, 0-2. Reisman's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And a fastball down on strikes for out number 1. That's the second strikeout here today for Ryan Reisman. Back to the top of the order now for SPASH with Kason Sager, who has walked both of his plate appearances here today. Scored a run and stole a base as well. So his third plate appearance here this afternoon. Reisman's pitch misses outside now, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That one catches the corner now, and it's 1-1 to Kaysen Sager. One pitch, that one lifted into the air, playable, and center field to retire Sager for the second out here. So the F8 for 2 outs now, and that'll bring up right fielder Braden Marschke. Singled and walked here today. 1 for 1 here this afternoon, hitting with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And it looks like Ryan with that score update looks like they're through 3 innings. Menominee out front here 1-0. That one moves into the 4th. Menominee with that 1-0 lead over Chippewa Falls. So Reisman working here with 2 away. Pitch to Marschke, that one a good one, and it's 0-1. SPASH with a single run in the first 3 in the second. Nothing in the third, and that one will miss, so it is 1-1 now to Marschke. One pitch. And a good off speed there from Reisman now to go up in the count now 1-2. Reisman's 1-2 pitch. Battling off that one to stay alive here. It is 1-2 now to Marschke. One-two pitch. Marschke gonna get that one. That one gonna be right at lines to left field to end the 3rd and final out here. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 4 innings are in the books. We'll move to the 5th inning of play. SPASH out front here 4-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. 5th inning coming up only on Zaleski Sports and brought to you by the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Felt's Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, we are back. Top of 5 here. Want to give thanks today to Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics proudly continues to offer complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment this summer. That is 715-344-0701. So 8-9-1 here for the Old Abes. Abbott Jepson, who is 0 for 1 here today, grounded to short back in the 3rd. Thiel out to work his 5th inning here for the Panthers. Has given up just the 1 hit, no runs, and 4 serve pro strikeouts here today for him. That ball hit pretty well out to Sager. Sager ranging a couple steps to his. And he'll track that one down to retire Jepson for out number 1. And I'll bring up the catcher, Aaron Smith, who also flew out here to center back in the 3rd. There's a live look in there at senior Kaysen Sager. One of a number of seniors on the SPASH team here. So Thiel working here with 1 out. That one fouled back by Smith now, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. That's going to miss down, so it's 1-1 now to Smith. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses. 2-1 now. Thiel working out of the stretch, the 2-1 pitch. And Ryan showing, looks like we have SPASH girls. That one tied up 5-5. That one in the top of the 6th over at the WIAA complex. SPASH tied up with Green Bay Preble, the 2-1 seeds going at it. And that one will be a foul ball, so at least that's the call anyways, that foul ball. Coach asking if this ball hit Smith or not. But again, Ryan showing that one. It was 5-5 in the 6th. SPASH girls all knotted up, I should say, in that one. That one in the 6th. That one on Zaleski Sports as well. So a whole slate of games on Zaleski Sports. Thiel working here 3-2 or 3-2 to Smith. The 3-2 pitch. Now it's 3-2. Got ahead of myself a little bit. So now it's 3-2. And that one fouled back. Yeah, it looks like you've got Auburndale and Marathon in softball, Marshfield, Chippewa Falls, SPASH and Green Bay Preble, and then fun time of year. So Smith aboard with a 1-out. On a mound visit here. I want to give thanks today to all of our game day sponsors. Today's game brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Keller, Premier Auto Body, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Port Tessie Pizza. Today's game also brought to you in part from Simplicity Credit Union. They bring home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. So Nolan Menard, the courtesy runner, down at first for Chippewa Falls here in place of the catcher, Aaron Smith. So you've got 1 out here for Nolan Sweeney, who's walked in both of his plate appearances here this afternoon. Menard, the courtesy runner, down at first. We're in the top of the 5th here. Gavin Thiel's offering here to Nolan Sweeney. Fastball is in there now, and it's 0-1. Thiel's 0-1 pitch. Making ball misses now. It's 1-1 to Sweeney. And it looks like still 1-0 Menominee out front in that one. That one in the bottom of the 4th. Menominee with that 1-0 lead over Chippewa Falls. Bottom 4, that one with 1 out. Fastball, that's going to miss, and it is going to go now to 2-1 to Sweeney. Thiel's 2-1 pitch. That one inside now, 3-1. So Chippewa Falls, as you mentioned, they're hitting in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs, trailing 1-0. Keeping a close eye on that one as well. Thiel checking back on Menard. 3-1 pitch to Nolan Sweeney. And that one in there for a called strike, and Sweeney thought maybe that was ball 4. Catching the zone there is Thiel, so now it's full count here with 1 away. And you've got Menard down at first for Eau Claire Memorial. Thiel's 3-2 pitch. That one fouled back, so quickly going to go right back to 3-2 here. Thiel's 3-2 pitch. Check that. He will check back on Menard there at first. Thiel's 3-2 pitch. Yes, swing and a miss. And that's the 5th ServPro strikeout here today for Gavin Thiel. So 2 away now. And Caden Krushke, who is 0 for 2 here today. So he'll hit with 2 away with Menard, the runner, down at first. Krushke, as we mentioned here, 0 for 2 here today. That one hit in the air. That's playable. Simonson will range over and make the play to retire Krushke for the 3rd and final out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 5 here. 4-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. You're listening to and watching a regional final baseball action here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
The littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
All right, there's a live looking at new pitcher here for Eau Claire Memorial. He'll work the 5th here. That is Aiden Chapik, number 15, the right-hander here for the Old Abes. And SPASH will have the heart of the order due up here with Kelvin Roth, Jonathan Trelka, and Braden Jankowski. So 3, 4, and 5 due up here. I want to give thanks today to Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry and service with a smile. They're open daily for breakfast and lunch and only on Stanley Street and Stevens Point. So Chapik, the right-hander, to work the 5th here. And Kelvin Roth, who RBI singled back in the 1st, had that sac fly back in the 2nd here now. So his 3rd trip to the plate here for the Panthers. Chapik, the right-hander, working out of the windup here in the pitch. That one skipping away from Smith, so 1-0 now to Roth. The 1-0 pitch, that one inside, it's 2-0. 2-0 pitch. That one misses outside, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch, that one is outside, so a 4-pitch leadoff walk drawn by Kelvin Roth. And then I'll bring up Jonathan Trelka, who's 0 for 1 here today. Hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice back in the first, walked in the second. So nobody out here, bottom half of inning number 5 here on the Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. Looks like there is action out in the Panthers bullpen. It looks to be number 12 here for SPASH out, getting warmed up. Which is Kason Sager, it looks like. At least by Ryan's very good eyesight, 20/20 vision for this guy. 1-0 now to Trelka. Check back on Roth over at first. Jonathan 0 for 1 here today. Chapek's pitch, that misses high now, and it's 2-0. So fastball here, 2-0. Chapek working on the stretch here for the Old Abes. Chapek's 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside, and Roth going to get down to second on that one. So in a 3-0 count now here. So Chapek with that 4-pitch walk, and now down the count here, 3-0. And that one in there for called strike, so it's a 3-1 count now to Trelka. And it looks like top of 5 over in Chippewa Falls. Menominee still holding that 1-0 lead. That one in the bottom of the 5th, it looks like. So Trelka aboard. Second time here today he's reached. And that'll bring up third baseman Braden Jankowski, who lined out to right field and then grounded to second. 0 for 2 here today for Braden. Still nobody out here. The pitch to Jankowski showing bunt, and that one's outside now, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Jankowski, that one misses inside. So it's going to get the count out at 2-0 to Jankowski. Chapek's 2-0 pitch in there for strike 1, and it's 2-1 now. Roth down at second, Trelka down at first. Nobody out here. We are in the bottom of the 5th here. SPASH with those 5 hits, 4 runs here, looking to maybe try to add a little bit of extra insurance perhaps. That one lined out of play. That's going to go foul. So it's even at 2-2 now to Jankowski. Chapek's 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground over to second. That'll get a couple runners across, so both runners advancing as Roth is going to get to third on that one, and Trelka down to second. And that'll bring up Gavin Thiel, who flew out to center field back in the first, lined out to left back in the third here. So for 2 at the dish. Looking to try to help his cause here, hitting with 1 away. Roth at third, Trelka down at second. Chapek, that pitch, ball going to hit out of play. That'll find the bullpen out there. So SPASH now with a couple of runners in scoring position here again out front on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard there, 4-0 as you can see. Pitcher number 6 hitting Gavin Thiel here with an 0-1 count from Aiden Chapik. Chapik's pitch. That one outside now, and it's 1-1. One's wild here with Gavin Thiel, the number 1 jersey, the 1-1 count with 1 out. That one in there now for 1-2. The one's no longer wild here. It's 1-2 now to Thiel. To think here a hit has certainly the potential to plate both runs. That one hit on the ground over to third, knocked down, and ball hit pretty hard. That's going to plate 1 run and 2 runs coming across as Roth going to score, as is Trelka. So that was going to be, that's a hit in my book, you bet. You betcha. 2 RBI base hit for Thiel. That ball hit hard, no doubt. It's going to be a tough play no matter how you slice that one. So that'll bring up Grant. So Henry Roth will courtesy run at first there for Thiel, signaling Thiel will almost certainly have the 6th inning here on the hill for the Panthers here. So a 2 RBI hit there for Thiel. You've got 1 out, and Yankee, the hitter, 1 for 2 here today. Singled, scored a run in the 2nd, and then grounded to second back in the 3rd. Chapik misses outside. It's 1-0. So SPASH now with 2 runs in this frame. That one is in there for a called strike now, and it's 1-1. Get the 1 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd, and then 2 so far in this half. And the 6 hits here. The pitch from Chapik, that one goes foul now. It's 1-2 to Yankee. Checking back on the runner there is Henry Roth, the base runner there for SPASH. So the 1-2 offering. That one hit over to second, playable. They'll try to go for 2, and they're not going to get it. So they will. Yankee will hit into the 4-6 fielder's choice. And you'll have 2 away now, and Darren Grafsky, the hitter. 1 for 2 here today with a run scored. So Chapik working with 2 away now here with Yankee down at first. Grafsky with a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 now. And that 6:27 train going through right about as scheduled, Ryan. Give or take 10 minutes. And Grafsky, that one's going to get down for a base hit. So Darren with a couple of hits here today. And so Grafsky with a 2-out single. His 2nd hit here today. So now that'll bring up Noah Shakurit now, who is 1 for 2 RBI, singled, and scored a run back in the 2nd. So SPASH now with 7 hits on the afternoon, 6 runs. Breaking ball in there from Chapik. It's 0-1 now to Shakurit. The 0-1 pitch. That ball hit pretty well out to right field, and wow, good play over the shoulder catch. Another good play there made in right field. That's Caden Krushke, who's having himself a defensive game, no doubt here. 5 are in the books here. SPASH out front here now, 6-0. We will move to the 6th inning of play. You're listening to and watching regional baseball final action here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff-Favor Real Estate Group.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back. I want to give thanks today to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Save up to $260 on a select set of 4 installed Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card during the Memorial Day event through May 29th at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Details at SherrillTire.com. I guess that date has come and gone, as they would say here, but nevertheless, one of our many game day sponsors here today on Zaleski Sports. So that'll bring up number 3 hitting Ian Bauer, who is 0 for 1 here today. Walked in the first. He flew out to Yankee in left, back in the 4th here. So his 3rd trip here, and Gavin Thiel working the 6th for the Panthers. That ball drilled into right field, and that is going to be a base hit to lead things off here. So Ian Bauer comes in here hitting close to 400 on the season with a single. And then I'll bring up the designated hitting, cleanup hitting Mason McCarthy with Bauer down at first. Just the second hit here surrendered here from Gavin Thiel. Fastball, that's going to miss now, and it's 1-0 to McCarthy. Thiel checking back on Bauer there at first. Thiel's 1-0 pitch. That ball lifted out of play. That's going to go foul for McCarthy. So it'll go to 1-1 now. So Thiel working here, 1-1 from the stretch to Mason McCarthy. That one outside now, and it's 2-1. Looks like maybe some action in the Panthers bullpen there. And that one in there for a called strike. 2-2 now. Two-two pitch. And that one in there for a called strike, and that is the 6th Serpro strikeout here today for Gavin Thiel. So one away now for Ryan Reisman. 1 for 1 here. He walked in the second, singled back in the fourth. Thiel misses outside, and it's 1-0 now to Reisman. Ryan hitting around a 327 clip coming into this one. Gavin Thiel with 6 strikeouts here today. That ball hit out to Sager, and he will make the play. So Kaysen all reliable out in center field here. 2 away now for Ben Strayer, who's 0 for 2 here today. Struck out back in the fourth. So you've got 2 away now with Bauer, the runner, down at first. Thiel working out of the stretch here for the Panthers. The pitch to Strayer, that one misses up high, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, Thiel will check back on Bauer there. That ball hit out to right field, and play is made there for the third and final out. So a hit, no runs, no errors, a runner left. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 6 here. SPASH out front here, 6-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. Bottom 6 coming up. You're listening to and watching high school baseball action here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meta Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at metacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with his smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, we are back here, bottom of 6. The SPASH girls advancing to state, their 19th state appearance as they come out victorious 7-6 out in Plover at the WIAA Complex Community. So it's 0-1 now to Sager, the pitch. So Chapek quickly up here, 0-2 now to Kaysen. Kaysen's been on base twice here, a couple of walks, stolen base, a run scored. Hits that one pretty well, ranging over to his right, making the play for out number 1 to retire Sager. And that'll bring up Braden Marschke, who walked in the first, singled in the second, and then lined out to left back in the fourth. 1 for 2 here today. Chapek is going to miss outside now. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch from Chapek. Fastball catches the plate, and it's 1-1 now to Marschke. The 1-1 pitch, that one outside from Chapek. It's 2-1. And looks like still 1-0 Menominee. That one in the bottom of the 6th. Chippewa Falls hitting with 1 out. That ball chopped over to short. Ranging over, making the play, and a good play made there at short. 6-3 ground out for out number 2. So Bauer there to make the play. So quick 2 outs here for Calvin Roth singled in the first. Sack fly back in the second. Scored a run, stole a base, and walked back in the fifth. So it's 1-0 now to Roth. Chapik from the windup, the 1-0 pitch. That one is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 now to Kelvin Roth. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses upstairs, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, that one is outside now, so it's a 3-1 hitters count for Kelvin Roth. Getting late in this one here, bottom of the sixth here. Roth drills that one out into left field, and that one lined to left for the third and final out. So 3 up, 3 down inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll move to the top half of inning number 7. Last call coming up here for Eau Claire Memorial, trailing in this one 6-0. You're listening to and watching high school regional final action here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Looking for the ultimate hometown diner experience? Step into Rock and Roll Cafe, where the food is hot, the music rocks, and breakfast is served all day. From fluffy pancakes and loaded omelets to juicy burgers and Friday fish fry favorites, there's something for everyone. With a fun 1950s vibe and friendly service that keeps locals coming back, it's more than a meal, it's a tradition. Dine in or order takeout today at rockandroll.cafe. Rock and Roll Cafe. Good food, good vibes, every time.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
All right, we are back. Royce Lown in relief here to work the 7th. Want to give thanks today to Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust. Also want to give thanks today to SOS Security. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window placed your trust in SOS Security. Today's game also brought to you in part by Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Royce Lown, the right-hander, number 17, looking to try to close this one out here for the Panthers. You'll have 7, 8, and 9 due up here. Aaron Gunlock, Abbott Jepson, and Aaron Smith due up here for the old Abes here as they hit in the top half of inning number 7. Gavin Thiel goes the 6 innings, give up 2 hits. The 2-run, or beg your pardon, no runs. That one in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So Thiel with another banner performance for the Panthers. Lown working here, 0-1. That one drilled foul, and it's quickly 0-2 now to Gunlock. Aaron lined to third back, which ultimately resulted in a double play back in the second. Grounded to second back in the fourth. And trailing in the count here now, 0-2 from Royce Lown. That one downstairs, it's 1-2. One, 2 from Lown to Gunlock. And that one in there for a called strike, and that is the first Serb Pro strikeout here for Royce Lown. So one away now for Abbott Jepson, who grounded to short in the third, flew out to center back in the fifth. Hitting here today for the third time for the Old Abes. So it's 1-0. Fastball from Lown in there for a called strike. It's 1-1 now to Jepson. Abbott, the number 8 hitter in this lineup here. That ball drilled into left field. That's going to be a base hit. The third hit here today for Eau Claire Memorial. And a 1-out single for Jepson. We give thanks today to Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture. Locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road in Plover. So Karsten Trowbridge will pinch hit here in this spot here in the number 9 spot in the order here with 1 out. And you've got Jepson down at first here. Lown working out of the stretch here with 1 out. Looking to try to nail this one down for the Panthers. Fastball is going to miss outside, and it's 1-0 now to Trowbridge. That one lifted into the air. That is playable, and Lown calling for it. He'll retire Trowbridge for the second out. The Panthers just 1 out away now from advancing to next week. That game over way too early to call Menominee and Chippewa Falls. Last check, it was Menominee out front in that one, 1-0, but that one far from over. And it's 0-1 now to Sweeney. Nolan, a couple of walks and a strikeout here today. That one in the top of the 7th. Lown misses outside now to Sweeney, and it's 1-1. So it was 1-0, top of 7th. It looks like Menominee hitting in their top half of the 7th there. That one is still in action, so still a lot of baseball there to play. Lown, that one's going to miss. That's going to get so it's 2-1 now with 2 away. Lown's 2-1 pitch to Sweeney. That one drilled over to Jankowski. He'll make the glove on it and complete the play. And that is how you stay with it for Mr. Jankowski. And a final out here, 6-0. SPASH advancing to sectional round next week, Tuesday. That one over in Chippewa Falls. Still don't know who they'll face. That one's still in progress. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds. Made daily. Get your cheese curds. Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield. Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll get our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game, and we'll put a bow on this one here. Again, a final out here at Buchholz Park, Leo Cub Manchesky Field. 6-0 SPASH. Our Nasonville Dairy post-game show and our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game coming up here on Zaleski Sports in just a few moments.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. And Coach, you're welcome if you want. If not, I leave that. I totally defer. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, we'll get you going here then. As soon as he gives me the thumbs up here.
I'm not feeling the best, so.
Oh, okay.
Just had a migraine.
Oh, jeez.
Probably good. I didn't yell at kids.
All right, we are back with head coach Craig Terpstra. First of all, Coach, congrats. You guys get a decisive victory out here. Just another great pitching performance from Gavin tonight. Talk about a game like tonight.
Well, it was really important for, I thought the first inning he struggled with strikes a little bit. The strike zone was a little small, and I really complimented him that sometimes young men will kind of freak out, kind of lose their head, get frustrated. I thought he kept his composure really well and just came back and got strikes when he needed them.
He really did. I mean, just giving up those couple of singles here, and again, just as you said, a junior keeping his head to him. Really, I mean, you can get down in a situation like that, but and you guys get timely hitting again. You get good base running, no errors. Just really, I would say a pretty clean baseball game, Coach.
Yeah, that's the plan. But I give the kids credit. We've been good on the bases all year. We had kind of a hustle mistake. He thought the ball was in the dirt, and we teach him to go on the dirt balls. I wasn't. That kind of hurt us. But other than that, yes, we're very good on the bases. Defensively, we've been good all year. I'm just proud of the kids because they buy into just being thorough. They buy into being complete ball players.
And Coach, I mean, there's no better coach. I mean, you've been doing it for so long, so successful. I know it's about the boys, but I think that starts right from the top, Coach. And more importantly, you guys advance next week. You guys will be at Chippewa Falls at 1. We don't know the winner of that one yet. Menominee was winning that one 1-0. That was in the 7th, but that one far from over. Anything else as you get into that final week next week?
Well, every year we just say, we want at the end of the year we want to be playing championship baseball. We want to win our conference, and then we want a chance at sectionals to see what happens. And the kids have given themselves that, and I know we're going to compete on Tuesday hard and see what happens.
Absolutely, Coach. I got to give you the fist bump. That's head coach Craig Terpstra. Geez, third time's a charm. I think this is the third time I've interviewed you in like 4 weeks here. But really well deserving, Gavin. You come out here, and I know I say it a lot. If you're a fantasy baseball player, you put up a line. I would love to have you on my fantasy baseball team. You get the win. You get 6 strikeouts, 6 innings pitched, just 2 hits, and more importantly, you guys are moving on. Talk about a game like today.
We put up a great performance, obviously. Winning regionals is one of our goals this postseason. We got more to work towards, and that final goal is what we're striving for.
Absolutely, and we don't know the final in that one. Menominee was out front 1-0. That was in the top of the 7th, but that one far from over. But you guys will go to Chippewa Falls, a 1 o'clock game for sectionals. Thoughts as you get into this final, 5 days before that? I guess really 4 days. You'll probably have 3 or 4 days of practice here before that.
Yeah, we're just going to have to stay strong and compete every game, every inning, every pitch. We're just going to have to compete and stay strong.
Compete and stay strong. Gavin, anything else you want to say before we get you on our highlight house here?
Thanks.
All right. Well, our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game will count you down. I'll go 3, 2, 1. I'll give you the mic. I'll have you say your name and that you're in the house. We'll go 3, 2, and 1.
I'm Gavin Thiel, and I'm in the house.
You got to give you a fist bump, young man. Nice job. That is, in fact, our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game. None other than Gavin Thiel. I have not done a lot of SPASH games, but I think that's the 3rd time. But, all 3 times, just such a deserving, effort, just performance-wise, pitching-wise, just, as Coach Terpstra said, getting kind of down in the first inning, maybe a couple walks. But you know what? He just pitched phenomenal here tonight for this SPASH squad. We don't know the final of the other game going on right now with Menominee and Chippewa Falls. I know Menominee was out front 1-0. That was in the top of the 7th. Either way, SPASH moving on, regional champions here Ryan Rasmussen doing a great job on production here today. Brandon Barron caught on the call of this one. Again, a final out here at Buchholz Park. Leo Cub-Manchesky Field SPASH 6-0 over the Old Abes of Eau Claire Memorial. On to sectionals next week for SPASH. Have yourselves a very good rest of your day and weekend, everybody.